And welcome everybody to the Global iRacing League. This is the IndyCar Series. We are at Texas Motor Speedway. Welcome all to the stream. My name is Mark Michaels. I'm from Dolby Racing Team, and this is the IndyCar Series. We have just finished qualifying now and coming up to the start of the race. So the cars should be lining up very soon. Beautiful Texas Motor Speedway track. This is an oval circuit, ladies and gentlemen. We started off on a street circuit at Detroit, Belle Isle, and now here we are at Texas Motor Speedway. You can see those cars getting ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Global iRacing League, you can see that on Facebook and Discord, so go check that out. They not only have the Indy cars here, but they also have NASCAR. They also have the V8 supercars, so go check that out. See what tickles your fancy. Go check out the Facebook page. Go check out Discord. I highly recommend this league, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of very good races here, highly experienced, and they will help you out, so please jump in. So we have started the engines up, the wheels are turning. We are starting that formation lap. We have Colby Cowan on the pole position spot. Jason Middleton second. Tom Pritchard third. Fitzroy Beaumont fourth. Aiden Schultz fifth. Barber sixth. Carr seventh. Clayton eighth. Jay Schultz ninth. Spinozzi 10th. Robertson 11th. Turner 12th. Fenley 13th. Bullock 14th. Kearns 15th. Davis 16th, Hobbs 17th, Baxter 18th, Campbell is 19th. Kersey rounds out the top 20. Our huge field here today. We have 33 cars on the grid, so another big turnout. So those lights are ready to go green. They will be forming up nicely. They'll keep it tight. See all those beautiful liveries down the field. We will get a green soon. They have sped up. Here we go. We are green, green, green. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are having issues in our area with the internet service provider, so we are getting a few issues here on the stream, so I do apologise for that. We're going to adjust a few settings and see how we can make it as best as possible. But they are under caution now. Still Cowan. He's got the top spot, followed by Middleton, Schultz, Pritchard, Beaumont, Jay Schultz, Clayton, Carr, Barber, Turner, Spinozzi, Robertson, Bullock, Kearns, Baxter, Kersey, Davis, Campbell, Fenley and Hobbs. That is the top 20. Then you have Rankin, Jackson, Osterkman, Jordan, Oliver, Malone, Neal, Phelps. And that was your top 28. And then we have a lot of pit stops going on at the moment. They are still under caution. Do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, internet service provider issues. They are doing upgrades around the area and it's giving a little bit inconsistent internet. So I really do apologise for that. Hopefully it will settle down and give a good stream like it usually does. But still under caution. As you can see, that huge field. So lights are still on the safety car. And we are only lap 3 into this 140 lap race and already a safety car. So that'll certainly put a few things in the mix with fuel strategies and everything like that. They will count on a few safety cars, but certainly not within the first lap or two. Do apologise again, ladies and gentlemen. The internet is playing havoc on us tonight. As we see this huge field just roll by under caution. So a few cars coming out the pits. So lights are still on the safety car. And we will take a look at that huge field. A lot of quality races in this field. You can see them coming down the straight. Still under caution. Will those lights go out? Will we go green next lap? Lights are out, so we're about to go green. So they'll start to form up. Get ready for that green flag. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise for the stream having issues with the internet service provider. I certainly don't like showing streams like this, that's for sure. But we will try and just tweak it and see if we can make this a little bit better. So Colby's still up front. He's got Jason Middleton to contend with. So we'll just tweak the settings a bit more and see if we can get this a little bit more stable for the viewers. But it's certainly playing havoc tonight. So lights are off on the safety car. See if that latest little tweak is going to give us a bit more consistent feed. It's still glitching a little bit. But they are off again. We are green, green, green. We do have Jason Middleton in the lead from Colby. So Colby's dropped back a little bit and he has given up second place to Aiden Schultz. So we just made a few more tweaks. We're going to try and get a bit better stream for everybody. And Jason Middleton is out in front. Look, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to abort the stream. We are having technical difficulties. Unfortunately, we will not be able to bring this race to you live. I do apologise, but internet service provider issues, and we will have to close down the stream. So I'm sorry. We'll certainly try and sort this thing out in the near future as quick as possible. I'm just wondering if we persevere with it for a little bit longer and see how the stream goes. But we will jump on Jason, who is currently leading. We are lap 9 of 140. We've got our second caution of the race. And I've certainly got my fingers crossed. So we'll certainly see how we push on just for that little bit, but it's not looking good. So I'll just do a few more little tweaks and see if we can do something a little bit better. So we do have Jason Middleton currently leading at the moment. And fingers crossed we do have a good setting now. It seems to have settled down quite a bit, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the stream will stay very good for the rest of this 140 lap race, brought to you by Global iRacing Leagues. You can see them on Facebook, you can see them on Discord. I do apologise for all the streaming issues we've had just recently, and I've got my fingers crossed that it will all be okay for the rest of this race. We are only 10 laps in, second caution. Jason Middleton currently leading under this caution period. You do have Aiden Schultz running in second spot. We have not been under green conditions for a very long time. The third position there, we've got Colby Cohen in that pink machine, the Superflow. But looks like we are getting a little bit more glitchy now. Let's jump on board with Aiden Schultz. Aussie Esports Racing car. This is the IndyCar Series, Global iRacing League. No matter what your poison, IndyCars, NASCARs, Supercars, just check out that Global iRacing League on Facebook and Discord. They've got something for everybody, so please go check that out. And we're with the organiser now, Aiden Schultz. Aussie Esports in the cockpit at the moment, doing the job, sitting in second place. As you can see, those lights are still on. So we do still have another couple of laps under caution. Interesting race tonight. Last round's winner, Fitzroy Beaumont. In a good position there, is currently sitting in 6th spot. They're doing about 25 seconds a lap, so it's quite a quick pace. They will start knocking off those laps very quickly under the green. So we can see that the internet is going in and out. But look at that beautiful field of cars. We have 33 cars in the field, so a large field for this series. Fantastic to see. Absolutely gorgeous circuit too, Texas Motor Speedway. But the lights are out on the safety car. And we will jump on with Aiden Schultz. Safety car goes in. So very close to green. Here they go. They put the power down. We are green, green, green. We are lap 13 of 140 and under green. We're riding on board with Aiden Schultz from Aussie Esports Racing. But I do apologise for the glitchiness. Internet service provider is not living up to the promises, that's for sure. And there has been a lot of issues in the last 4 to 5 days. So I do apologise. We are going to soldier on, but we will have a look at a replay. We do have a crash. Oh, there it is, big one, into the wall. So that will bring surely another caution. So yet another caution, lap 15. That was a big 3-car smash into the wall. So they will pick up the safety car. See Aiden Schultz. Do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly done a lot of work in the past week trying to get the internet service provider to fix the issues. They are doing upgrades in the area at the moment, so I do apologise for the glitchiness. But we certainly want to show this this fantastic global iRacing league to the viewers. So we are going to push on. I was going to pull the plug, but no, we'll certainly have to do it for the viewers to keep it going as long as possible and persevere. But global iRacing league for all your Indy cars, NASCARs, and supercars. You want anything like that, check out Global iRacing Leagues. They always have huge fields. This one's 33 Indy cars here at the beautiful Texas Motor Speedway. And you can see we are under caution again, lap 16 of 140. So Jason Middleton is leading the parade behind the safety car. Certainly see what sort of times the best times these guys are doing, and Middleton's done a best of 24.58. Aiden Schultz has done a 25.04. 25.23 for Cowham. Pritchard has done a 25.34. Jay Schultz is a 24.9. So there are some fast movers in this field. Certainly fantastic to see, but we are under caution yet again. Third caution of the night. But certainly won't be the last. These Indy cars, a lot of horsepower, a lot of downforce, but certainly on the oval track you don't want too much downforce. You really want to gain that top speed. And it's all about momentum on this circuit. Do apologise again, ladies and gentlemen, for the glitchiness. Internet service provider is doing upgrades within the area, and it is causing havoc to all of the internet within the area. But as you can see, when it does pop back, it's beautiful, nice, smooth stream, which is what it usually is without these issues. But I do apologise again, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly don't want to sound like a broken record, but let's try and get this IndyCar series from Global iRacing Leagues out to you guys, the viewers. Middleton, Schultz, Cowham, Pritchard, Schultz, Beaumont, Carr, Turner, Bullock, Barber, Robertson, Baxter, Campbell, Hobbs, Cairns. That's your top 15. Jordan, Malone, Phelps, Davis, Rankin, Campbell, Jackson, Neal, Clayton, Spinozzi. That's your top 25. Kersey, Oliver, Nakurvis, Osturkman, Fenley, Koch, McKenzie, and Tomlin is your top 33. 33 cars in this field. Under caution. Does look like the lights are out on the safety car. Yes, lights are out. So we'll jump in Aidan Schultz's car, and hopefully we will get a good stream on this restart, because that safety car will pop in. And this is the view a little bit further back in the field from Fitzroy Beaumont. And then we'll go to Barber, who's in the top 10, sitting in 10th position. So the nerves will be building up, getting ready for another restart. You don't want to put it in the wall on that restart. So tyres would have cooled down just that little bit. They will have to be cautious for the first couple of laps. They don't run a lot of downforce. There goes that safety car. And Barber is starting to get into position, ready to take off. And there they go, green flag, green flag. And we will go to Jay Schultz, who's in 5th position. You can see the top 4 ahead, not too far away. And we're talking about half a second in between them all. So you will see how these masters of these absolute weapons get it around this circuit. And it's all about momentum, keeping up that momentum, finding that correct line. Oh, a little bit of front end slide there. He had to back off the power. And you can see Pritchard just pulling away just that little bit. But fantastic pictures to see as we go into a internet service provider glitch. I would like to thank my internet service provider, and I will not name names, but it rhymes with Melstra, so you make your own mind who it is. But no, certainly not happy with the upgrades going on, and it affects everything within the area. But we will persevere, and we will carry on. But as you can see, we're going into another glitch. But we do have a crash. We will go back to a replay. Oh, big slide. That was a very big slide there. So I don't think it'll bring out a safety car. They should remain under green, and they have remained under green. So it's Middleton from Schultz, Cowham, Pritchard, and Jay Schultz. That's your top 5. Beaumont, Carr, Turner, Bullock, and Barber. That is your top 10. So this man doing the job at the moment. And it looks like he has pulled out at least a 1 second gap, but this seems to be the battle now with Cohen and Schultz for second and third position. And we will jump on board Cohen and see how the view looks from his cockpit. Apologise for the glitches again, but unfortunately no amount of settings tweak will help. But that's Colby Cohen, and he's running in third position at the moment. And he is chasing Aiden Schultz. Do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for the continued interruptions in the stream. We are persevering. I was going to shut it down, but certainly not fair to the viewers and not fair to the drivers. So we will persevere through the stream. I do apologise, and unfortunately, no amount of tweaking of the settings is going to help. It's purely from an internet service provider point of view, and I can only apologise and understand how frustrating it is for the viewers to watch this stream. So it's certainly frustrating from my point of view as well, and certainly not doing the Global iRacing Leagues justice. So we are under caution, and it looks like Aiden Schultz, he is coming into pits. Cowan is staying out, so he will take over the lead under caution. And as you can see, that the glitchiness is back again, and I do apologise. But certainly not a settings issue or anything like that. It is an internet service provider issue. So I certainly do apologise. But anyway, we will soldier on. We will see how it all goes. And we will persevere through this stream. But Cowham, Pritchard, Beaumont, Jay Schultz, Carr, that is your top 5. They are doing rotations through the pits at the moment, so they will certainly top up with fuel, get onto the back of this steam train, and those guys out the front will have a lighter load, but will need to pop into the pits a lot earlier. So lap 28 of 140. We are under caution again. This is the 4th caution of the race. And lights are still on, so we do have a few laps under caution. So we've got Cowan, Pritchard, Beaumont, Jay Schultz, Carr, top 5. And we will look down this beautiful field of cars. So you can see all the cars cycling through now. Just a name to notice there, Aiden Schultz came out in the 11th spot. He went in first position, did his pit stop, and came out in a very handy position. So lap 29 of 140, we are under caution. We're just going to cycle through the field, just so all the viewers can see the cars. A beautiful field of cars. 33 in total in the Global iRacing League here at the Indy cars. Beautiful Texas Motor Speedway has certainly given a few drivers dramas. So fourth caution now. We are lap 29 and this man is leading the way, Colby. He must be on a different pit stop strategy here because he did not pop into the pits. Few cars dived in, top up. Not sure if they got tyres, but smart option is just go for the quick splash and dash. We're only 29 laps in and this is the fourth caution, so those tyres should be nice and fresh. So we have a few more cars diving into the pits there, as you can see in the distance. This huge field, 33 cars. And I do believe the lights are off on the safety car. Yes, lights are off. So we will see a green light very soon. And those top three will be fighting it out for that number one position. We are only 30 laps in though, so a lot of racing, still 110 laps to go. But being that the laps are under sub 30 seconds, that's not a lot of time at all. But these cautions do slow the pace down a little bit, gives the drivers some sort of rest because they are muscling these cars around and they're trying to keep that momentum going and keep those miles per hour per lap as high as possible. So we are lights out on the safety car, so the safety car will duck in. And here we are, green light. We are green, green, green. Colby got a fantastic restart. He's jumped ahead by at least 0.6 of a second. Fitzroy Beaumont got shuffled back just that little bit. Do apologise, we are having a glitch again. There was a crash. Do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try and do that replay again and see if we can pick up that crash. Certainly very frustrating. No, looks like we have missed the crash and they are under caution again. Certainly very frustrating. Does look like the lights are on the safety car, so we are still under caution. Lap 32 or 140. This is the Global iRacing League IndyCar Series. This is round 2. Texas Motor Speedway, and it certainly has caught out a few of the drivers. Fifth caution now, lap 32 of 140. We are half an hour into this race and Jay Schultz is leading the pack at the moment. So we have Schultz, Pritchard, Cow and Beaumont, Carr, top 5. Turner, Bullock, Jordan, Malone and Phelps, that's your top 10. Then we have Rankin, Schultz, Barber, Davis, Robertson, that's your top 15. Clayton, Campbell, Jackson, Spinozzi. I believe Neil's ducked into the pits and yes, he certainly has. So Jackson rounds out your top 20 and Spinozzi is in 21 with Hobbs and Neil in the pits at the moment. Lap 33. We're with the leader at the moment, Jay Schultz. And they are doing sub 25 seconds when they do get up to speed on that green light. So best of 24.71 for Jay Schultz. So that's absolutely moving around this beautiful circuit. So Texas Motor Speedway, first one was a street circuit, and now we're on an oval, so certainly a different discipline. Jump on board with Reuben Phelps. That's the view from his car, sitting in 10th position at the moment. Scott Rankin sitting right behind him, and Aiden Schultz in 12th place. So as you can see, Reuben does go into the pits. We will jump on with Scott Rankin, who will take over that 10th position. So Scott Rankin from Indy Auto Sports. Do apologise again for the glitchiness. I really am starting to get a bit frustrated with the service provider, and I do apologise to all of our viewers, but we are soldiering on. 34 laps into the 140 lap race. We do have Jay Schultz, Tom Pritchard sitting in second, Colby Callum in third, Fitzroy Beaumont in fourth, Bradley Carr in fifth. That is your top five. Mark Turner is in sixth, Brian Bullock is in seventh, Kobe Jordan in eighth, Adam Malone in ninth, and Scott Rankin rounds out your top 10. And we are riding with Scott Rankin right at the moment from Indy Auto Sports. Number 15, that beautiful livery on that car. It's very striking. You can certainly pick it out of the crowd. Sitting in the top 10 at the moment. 34 laps in. So we've only scratched the surface of this race. Still over 100 laps to go, 106 to be exact. So a lot of hard racing ahead. So we'll have a look up the front now. And the lights are out on the safety car. Lights are out. So there is your top five. I think we might jump on with Fitzroy if it doesn't do a rocky road too much. And we are on board with Fitzroy Beaumont for the restart. You will see that safety car duck to the left into the pit lane. It's under control of Jay Schultz at the moment, sitting in that top spot. He's plus 11 on his starting position, so having a fantastic race, and I don't want to put the commentators' mockers on him. But we are on board with Fitzroy, sitting in fourth position and ready for this restart. So that safety car will duck away to the left. There it goes. It's in control of Mr. Schultz now, and they're off. Green, green, green. Good start by Fitzroy. But he's got Bradley Carr hot on his heels. Only 0.2 of a second. But look at that. Just gets sucked in. And unfortunately, we have another little blip in the internet service provider. So really appreciate that again. I'm certainly feel the frustration out there. It's a very hot seat at the moment because the frustration is high. But we're on board now with if the stream is going to normalise, and it does. We will go on board with Scott Rankin. He's behind Bradley Carr. Scott Rankin is currently running in 5th position. And look at that slipstream at work. It absolutely just pulls along. Gives that car that slingshot. And Jay Schultz is he's got a 0.7 second of a gap against Tom Pritchard. So Pritchard's not too far behind, and we'll try and get into that slipstream. But we've just had a little STK malfunction there. I do apologise to all the viewers. This is certainly very frustrating from my point of view that the internet service providers are doing work around this area, and it certainly has made the streaming in this area and consistent internet very poor. So I do apologise. We are going to soldier through. And we will make sure that we try and provide the best stream possible, but it is not looking very good at the moment. So as you can see, we did have a bit of a bad glitch with the stream there, and it is still happening. So I do apologise to our viewers. Internet service provider is not providing the consistent internet at the moment, and their excuse is they are doing upgrades to the area. So we are going to soldier on through. But it certainly is not looking too good. But we are on board with Tom Pritchard, who's currently sitting in 3rd position. He is chasing Scott Rankin, the number 15 car, which you can see just ahead. And Scott Rankin has overtaken Jay Schultz for the lead, and you were on board with Tom Pritchard when you saw that happening just ahead, and literally only half a second in between those top 3. So Pritchard is going to be wanting to get into that slipstream and get into the mix, and certainly look at sitting in that stream and possibly looking at saving fuel. So we've been under a green now for... Oh! That was very close ahead. And Pritchard has caught up to Schultz, and he's made the move on the inside. So Scott Rankin ahead now is leading. Pritchard 2nd, Schultz 3rd. So as you can see, the gap behind Pritchard is literally 0.1, 0.2 of a second. Schultz is certainly not going to give up. And we will go on board with Schultz once the service settles down. And we are on board with Schultz, and he's only 0.2 of a second behind Pritchard. So Scott Rankin has pulled out a 1.15 second gap. Getting quite congested now. Little bit of lap traffic too. They'll be on different pit strategies. So sticking down low, and the slower car lets the leaders through. So we are with Jay Schultz, but this man, Scott Rankin, he has pulled ahead. He's 1.2 seconds ahead of Tom Pritchard to who is 0.2 seconds ahead of Jay Schultz. Then we have Fitzroy Beaumont. Bradley Carr rounds out the top 5. Mark Turner, he's currently sitting in 6th spot. Outlaws Racing. Adam Malone's just behind, 2 seconds behind Mark Turner. Then you have Barber, Davis, Jordan. That is your top 10. You can see how much traffic is on this oval circuit, the Texas Motor Speedway. We are lap 51 of 140. We're starting to get a bit of momentum here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We had 5 cautions already in the first 40 laps, so this is the longest period under green now. And just as I say that, commentators curse. And I believe we do have a... Yes, we will pick that up, and that is Brad Fenley. He did put it around and put it off track, which has triggered a safety car. But it should be a quick one. So Scott Rankin leading this race. Number 6 safety car. I'm sure we will see a lot of cars duck into the pits and top up. So Scott Rankin will pick up the safety car now. And just as we go on board with Scott Rankin, the internet decides to have a bit of a play. So I do apologise again, viewers, and certainly to the Global iRacing Leagues. Certainly not what we want to happen, and an unforeseen circumstance. But that is Scott Rankin. He is going into the pits. And look at this flurry of pit activity. So who is staying out? It looks like the top 5 have all come in. Top 7 have all come in. Top 8, top 9, top 10. Looks like mass pits at the moment. So everybody utilising this yellow flag. And it looks like Barry Neal has stayed out. So he will take over the number 1 position under this caution period. Lap 54 of 140. And a flurry of activity within the pits. Fantastic to see. So look at that pit lane. Look at the cars in there. Everybody utilising that caution period. Lap 54. Caution number 6. So as you can see, the pit lane has cleared out now. We go back to the lead. Barry Neal. Leading this race. So there are a few more cars coming into the pits. So you will see them starting to stream in. See who else utilises this caution period, because lights are still on the safety car. We will just double check. And they certainly have not picked up the leader, so there are a few cars ahead of Barry Neal. Unless the SDK timing has to certainly catch up. But as we're looking at that that pit lane activity, fantastic to see. Lap 55 of 140. So still under caution. We are only 55 laps into this 140 lap race of this Global iRacing League IndyCar Series here at Texas Motor Speedway. We are having an absolute nightmare with the internet service provider tonight, so I do apologise. So it does look like the number 18 car is ahead of 22, which is Barry Neal. We do have him on the timing as leading this race under the caution period. So if we see car 18 has gone wave around, so car 22 has picked up the race lead behind the safety car now. So certainly timing was correct. Barry Neal leading this race. Lap 56 of 140. Sixth caution period. Oh, my good mate Peter Gretton, he would have loved this. He loves the safety cars. So, yeah, hope everybody tunes into LR Esports, Peter Gretton. Fantastic bloke and a fantastic network. So, we are Global iRacing League, and certainly check out their InterSim Esports network too. We all help each other out the best we can, and I really don't like to hang my head in shame, but it's certainly out of my control tonight. And when that internet is good, the stream looks beautiful. Safety car is in. We are under Neal's control. And we are green yet again. That is lap 57 of 140. So Neal out in front. Paul Jackson hot on his heels. Scott Rankin. Jay Schultz, Tom Pritchard, and we are having a little bit of an internet brain fart at this stage. But it looks like Barber has had an incident. We will go to the replay. I'm just wondering if this... Oh, he's gone big sideways into the wall. Has that brought out another caution period? And yes, it has. So we do have safety car on the track again. That was a big hit into the wall for Barber. So cars are allowed to tow, but Neal again behind the safety car. He's letting that safety car go by. That was a big crash by Barber. Unfortunate for him. Did look like he got it a bit sideways, overcorrected, and then straight into the wall. But certainly only Barber can let people know what happened there. But that was a big one. So lap 58, another caution period. Who will utilise pit lane? So Neal's coming into pit, so he relinquishes the lead. And that does look like that is Barber in the pits and getting repairs. As internet service provider sends me and you, the viewers, more glitching. Unfortunately, it's something we cannot avoid at the moment. We've certainly made all the contacts that we have with the internet service provider, and their excuse is upgrades in the area. So I do apologise to the viewers. We certainly want to give the best looking race possible. And you'll see them sorting themselves out now after their pit stops. We go back to the lead, Paul Jackson. InterSim Esports Network Racing Team. We just spoke about InterSim Esports Network. I've certainly watched a lot of their streams, and I encourage viewers to do the same. So certainly a great network to watch, and leading the race at the moment. We have second at the moment, Scott Rankin from Indy Auto Sports. Lap 59 of 140 under caution again. Tom Pritchard running in third position. Then we have Jai Schultz from Midline Sim Racing. And that beautiful looking car. So he's currently running in fourth position. And then we have Fitzroy Beaumont in fifth position. Had good solid race so far. He started in fourth on the grid, and he has only dropped one position, so certainly holding steady. But the big movers, Scott Rankin has gone up 25 positions and Paul Jackson 29, and certainly the cycle of pit stops does this. It will shuffle the people around, and we'll see at the end of the day at lap 140 who's got the best pit strategy. We are lap 60 under caution again. I do believe this is caution number 7. So we just will recap the top 10 at the moment. So we have Paul Jackson, Scott Rankin, Tom Pritchard, that's your top 3. Jay Schultz, Fitzroy Beaumont, 4 and 5. Adam Malone, Lindsay Hobbs, 6 and 7. Bradley Carr, Ash Davis and Aiden Schultz is your top 10 at the moment. So Paul Jackson leading them round into Sim Esports Network race team. Up 29 positions, so he's got to be very happy how he's going at the moment, and hopefully his pit stop strategy is playing out to plan. And he will be there at lap 140. But we'll see how he goes. Lights are out on the safety car. Everybody's sorting themselves out now. So Jackson, Rankin, Pritchard, Schultz, Beaumont, Malone, Hobbs, Carr, Davis, Aiden Schultz. That is your top 10. And we will go on board with Aiden Schultz for this restart. Aussie Esports Racing sitting in 10th position at the moment. Certainly has utilised all those safety cars that we've had, and that has been 7 of them. Good pictures for the viewers at the moment. We will knock on wood. Anything wooden at all, please do the same, viewers, so we can keep this stream nice and smooth and running well. It's in the hands of the gods at the moment. So we're on board with Aiden Schultz, Aussie Esports Racing. They are up to speed again. We are green, green, green. So Aiden's just in the top 10 at the moment, sitting in 10th position, just watching all the action unfold in front of him. Gets that beautiful draft and moves up into 9th. But I'd say he'd be looking to get into that draft again of Carr and Hobbs. As we can see, Carr's just a bit low. And Carr has just watched Aiden Schultz just go out on the top side, and Aiden Schultz will have the slipstream. Very close racing, so I've got to hand it to the drivers how close they are going at these breakneck speeds. And I do apologise again, ladies and gentlemen, for the internet service provider. We do have a crash. I'll get that on replay. Ashley Kersey has put it sideways, and I believe that was into the wall. We'll try and get that again. Yes, sideways. So we will go back live, and that has brought out safety car number 8. So we're on board with Scott Rankin. That's his view. You can see the damage of that car up ahead. But there should be a flurry of pit activity again. So full caution yellow, lap 65 of 140. I do apologise to the viewers for this glitching again from the internet service provider. Certainly out of our control at the moment, and we are soldiering on for the sake of the viewers and for the sake of all the drivers who are in this event, and for Global iRacing Leads. Please check them out on Facebook. Please check them out on Discord. It is certainly out of our control, and look, no matter what your interests are, if it is Indy cars, NASCARs or supercars, Global iRacing Leagues have something there for you. So do check out their Facebook page, do check out their Discord channels. Great bunch of guys to go racing with. I do know a lot of the guys personally, so it's fantastic to see such a great support for this series. We do have 33 cars on the on this beautiful Texas Motor Speedway oval circuit. So big field today, just like last week at Bell Island in Detroit. Only difference, that was a street circuit and this is an oval. So so good to see mix up of circuits, and that's certainly what the viewers like to see, and that's certainly what everybody likes to see with the different disciplines of racing. So we do go to Long Beach next, which is another street circuit. Certainly a tricky circuit for these Indy cars. Very bumpy again. So another challenging circuit ahead, but we are at Texas Motor Speedway at the moment. Scott Rankin is currently leading the field. We are under caution for the 8th time. It was a crash by Brad Fenley, which caused the safety car period. He did lose the rear end and put it into the wall. So a bit unfortunate for him, but another safety car period, and certainly another opportunity for drivers to utilise the safety car period and get that top up or do that tyre change if needed. So we will just check the pit lane and see what's going on. A few cars are coming out at the moment, so pit lane has been busy. But this is the field. Scott Rankin leading. Quite good to see a few familiar names in that top 10. So Scott Rankin, Tom Pritchard, Fitzroy Beaumont, Adam Malone and Lindsay Hobbs is your top 5. And then we have Aiden Schultz, Bradley Carr, Ash Davis, Kobe Jordan, Brian Bullock. That is your top 10. We're riding with Scott Rankin at the moment. We will go down the field. Yes, lights are out on the safety cars, so we're on the front nose of Fitzroy Beaumont. We look at that big field in the distance. And we are on board with Lindsay Hobbs from Excalibur Esports. We are trying to make sure we get on board with all the different teams. So we are lap 68 of 140. This is the view from Lindsay's visor, basically. And as you can see, 6 gear, fuel saving. He can see the lights are out. He'll be getting ready to drop that down and get ready to go back to speed. We're over an hour in, and we have completed 68 laps of 140 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Lights are off on the safety car. So Lindsay Hobbs has put it down in the first gear, getting ready for that safety car to peel off to the left. And there it goes. We are in Scott Rankin's control. And green, green, green. So a bit unfortunate that it starts glitching out then. And we do have another crash. We are going replay. Oh, on the restart. Peter Baxter has been put into the wall. So we have got big crashes at the moment. Four or five cars involved. Back under caution. Let's see who was involved in that. Lindsay Kearns, Tom Pritchard, Ryan Barber, Tristan Koch, Lindsay Kearns, all involved in that incident. So we will have a flurry of activity in the pits, and you can see all those cars in there damaged. And most unfortunate on the restart. Drivers do have to be wary on those restarts, not to try and squeeze drivers and things like that. You want to settle down for the first couple of laps. And we are on caution again. So I do believe it's caution number 9 on lap 70 of 140. So we are halfway through this race. They've just clicked over 71 laps. And as you can see in the pits, all those cars that are damaged. It's certainly not good news for the 5 drivers involved. So we are still lights on. There are wave arounds going at the moment. We're just going to check a replay. It looks like a car did have an incident on the... Oh, he's just ran into the back of him. So Barry Neal got pushed around. So I'd say that'll be a unscheduled stop to the pits. But we do have Scott Rankin leading the field behind the safety car yet again for the 9th time. So how's them apples, Peter? 9 safety cars. But certainly an eventful race, and I do apologise again. The internet service provider is not playing nice tonight. We are having glitches and all sorts of issues, but we are soldiering through for our viewers, for the drivers, for the series, for the league, Global iRacing League. Check it out on Facebook and Discord. They have Indy cars, this league. They have NASCARs. They have supercars. So whatever your poison, go check out the leagues. See when they're running. Join the league. Have some fun. Join this great group of drivers. Fantastic league to be a part of. So we are watching Scott Rankin at the moment. Lap 72. Quite a few incidents. We are still under yellow flag, so lights are still on the safety car. Jump on board with Mr. Schultz at Aussie Esports Racing. Beautiful livery on that Indy car. And currently sitting in 5th spot. So it does look like pit lane only has the war wounded at the moment, still sitting in there for repairs. So Scott Rankin at the moment still leading them out. And we still have lights on the safety car. So, beautiful field of cars. Ash Davis, 9 to 5 Sim Sport. We have Kobe Jones from TGD. So Brian Bullock, Ben Chicane, Oz NZ Gaming. So Brian sitting in 9th position at the moment under this caution. We do have Alex Spinozzi sitting in the top 10. So Barber now has dropped down to 19th after that incident. Very unfortunate. You can see the lights are off on the safety car. And Barber does lead all the four other drivers, I should say, who were involved in that incident. So lights are off on the safety car. We are getting for a restart. So it'll certainly duck in. There it goes. Here we go. They are starting to wind up. And we are green yet again. Scott Rankin leads them away for the first green lap. And you see the field just streaming through that first corner. Should say first little kink. Fantastic look at the speed of these vehicles as they go through. Big field of cars, 33 cars in this session, and we have Scott Rankin leading at the moment. So I apologise again for the internet service provider providing glitches. We are soldiering through though. Scott Rankin leading this race at the moment, and we are under yet another caution. What has caused this caution? Let's see if we can go back. Certainly nothing's coming up on SDK Gaming. That's the live timing. And we certainly thank them for the live timing. But as we're on the nose cone, we can certainly see that that car, which has got a bent wheel, and he will be going into pits, so let's certainly try and pick up who that is. But we are under caution yet again, ladies and gentlemen. So now it has come up. We go on to the replay. This is a Barry Neal crash. Is this under caution? Oh no, that is Barry Neal with the wonky wheel. So reason for our caution, number 10, lap 77 of 140. So we are over halfway. And lights are on that safety car, so we do have a few caution laps. Let everybody just settle down a little bit, and I'm sure we may see a flurry of activity in the pits from a few drivers. But only been green a lap or two, and caution again. But beautiful big field of cars. And as you can see, we are under yellow conditions. This is safety car. Number 10, Scott Rankin, is your leader at the moment on lap 77. Followed by Tom Pritchard running in second position. And Tom Pritchard is from MSR Racing. Fitzroy Beaumont sitting in third position. Adam Malone in fourth. Beautiful green number 4 car. Aidan Schultz, number 52. Aussie Esports Racing. Beautiful livery on that car. He's sitting in 5th. Bradley Carr, he's sitting in 6th position. He's up 3 spots from his starting grid, so doing very well. And Ash Davis is 7th position. 9.5 Sim Sport. Eighth position we have Corby Jordan, TGD. 080 car, he's sitting in 8th position at the moment, lap 78 of 140. I'm your commentator, Mark Michaels from Dolby Racing Team, and I do apologise for the glitches within the stream at the moment. Internet service provider has said that upgrades are being done within the area and disruptions will be for another couple of days. Well, in this day and age, I find that that hard to believe. But anyway, it is what it is. We are soldiering on. Brian Bullock is in 9th position. Bench again, Oz NZ Gaming. 9th position, up 8 from his starting position. And yes, certainly the these cars run on liquid death, very high, very volatile methanol. Gives some fantastic horsepower. But Brian just sitting in 9th. We got Reuben Phelps. He's sitting in 10th position. And we will check out pit lane at the moment. So we do have one car who has utilised pit lane. And is that Chris Tomlin? Yes, it is. It is Chris Tomlin, 212. So utilising that safety car period from Crumb Racing. And I'm sure he will he'll catch up to the train of cars, and there's a train right in front of him now. So we are green. Yellow flag again. So let's see what's certainly what's caused that. Under a full course yellow. Lap 81. Scott Rankin. Nothing's come up on official timing just yet, so we will just have a look what's going on. We might just have a look at a replay here. This is Paul Jackson and Mitch Campbell. Was this the incident? And no, it's not. So automatic yellow flag has come out. SDK hasn't picked up an incident. But we are watching Scott Rankin at the moment from Indy Autosports leading this race. We are at lap 81, caution number 11. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, caution number 11. So certainly a lot's happened within this race, and a lot of cautions, a lot of incidents, and Scott Rankin has managed to keep certainly keep out of all the troubles, and he is leading this race. Lights are still on the official pace truck, so we will have a few more laps to go. A few roll around, wave arounds there. So this is the view from Scott Rankin's gearbox on this beautiful IndyCar Global iRacing League IndyCar Series, lap 82. Here we are at Texas Motor Speedway. And it's been a long one for the drivers, so a lot of caution periods, a lot of time for the drivers to actually rest. We have not been under green for more than 12 laps in a row. As you can see, lights are on here at the beautiful Texas Motor Speedway. And lights are still on the safety car. I think what we might do, we will review some of the lap times. So there's all the drivers' best lap times, and you can see Scott Rankin, 24.35. Fantastic, fantastic lap time. A lot of cars are sub 25s, and doing a lap around this circuit in 25 seconds is no easy task. So good quality of field here tonight, all on the razor's edge, as we've seen. All trying really hard, all want that number one top spot, and it's being held by this man at the moment. We are looking from his gearbox, Scott Rankin, Indy Autosports, leading the Indy Series Global iRacing lead, Texas Motor Speedway, round 2. So we're still under caution. Tom Pritchard, Fitzroy Beaumont, second and third. Lights still on. As you can see, that big field. Still full course yellow. Lap 84. We'll take the opportunity, visit Global iRacing League on Facebook and Discord. So whatever you're interested in, if it's Indy cars, NASCARs or supercars, go check out their Facebook page, go check out the Discord channel, see what it's all about, chat to these great group of drivers. Just a fantastic league and a fantastic championship. So looking forward to the future for Aidan Schultz and Global iRacing League's fantastic league. And Aidan Schultz is sitting in 5th at the moment. So doing a great job. He's one up from his starting position. We're over halfway. We're at lap 84 of 140. And we are on the 12th caution, I believe. I'm not counting or keeping score or anything like that. But yes, we are on our 12th caution. Scott Rankin, Tom Pritchard, Fitzroy Beaumont, Adam Malone, Aidan Schultz. That is your top 5 that you can see on screen at the moment. All staying very close together. There goes the safety car. It's off into the pits. Under control of Scott Rankin. He's holding him up. There he goes, trying to get that gap. Green flag, green flag, green flag. And Scott got a half a second jump on the whole field. So Fitzroy takes the opportunity and goes up the inside of Tom Pritchard. So we are looking at second and third at the moment. It is a battle between Beaumont and Pritchard for second and third position. And we do have another safety period. We are on with Mark Turner, and he has put it sideways. And he's put it into the wall. He's put it in quite hard. Let's see if we can actually get that. So just lost the rear end. A little bit too low, I'd say. He wasn't quite on the ideal racing line. Car got a bit unstable, and Scotty Rankin will lead them again behind the pace car. And unfortunately, Mark Turner is in the pits. So 13th safety car now, lap 86 of 140. Certainly has been a stop-start race, and we are on board with Aidan Schultz. Lights are still on the safety car, so we do have a few more laps under this caution. So as we saw, Turner did lose the rear end, and he put it hard into the wall. Needed to go straight into the pits for repairs. So a lot of cars will be utilising this this safety car period, although a lot of drivers have chosen to stay out. Big field, 33 cars. So they are letting the wave rounds go. Most unfortunate incident there. I'd say he got that just a bit too low. It did unsettle the rear end, and lost it, and backed it really hard into the wall, and that was a trip straight to the pits. So certainly very unfortunate. Anyway, another caution period, number 12, 87 laps of 140 here at the Global iRacing League IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway. So please do check out your Facebook and Discord channels for Global iRacing League and get all your IndyCar, NASCAR and Supercar information. And there's everything there that you need to know to join the leagues and to know what's going on. Fantastic group of drivers too. I will take this opportunity to look at promoting the Dolby Racing Team Rising Stars Championship. It's a 20-round series, and it is starting this Saturday night on the 29th. Is the first round at beautiful Charlotte Legacy Road Circuit, 2008. In the V8 supercars. So we currently have 72 cars or 73 cars registered. So we may have to run a two-split system, but fantastic result, getting over 70 vehicles. So we certainly do want to grow that series. So that's the Dolby Racing Team Rising Stars Championship, 20-round series. 4 rounds are endurance rounds. There's decent prize money on offer too by Nanaduck Creations. 250 for first place for the championship, 150 for second place, and 100 for third place. So certainly good money for the championship, and that does not include the endurance events where prize money will be put up for those events as well. So go check out Dolby Racing Team Facebook page, Discord channels for all the latest updates on the Rising Stars Championship. So fantastic to kick that off this coming weekend. Scott Rankin leading us at the moment in the Indy cars, lap 89 of 140 at the Texas Motor Speedway, caution number 12. So we had a car back it into the wall, and has brought out another caution period, but as you can see on the safety car, the lights are off, so the safety car will be ducking in soon, and Scott Rankin will be in control of the field yet again. So we have Rankin, Beaumont, Malone, Schultz, that's Aiden Schultz, and Carr, that is your top 5. Jordan, Bullock, Phelps, Campbell, Hobbs is your top 10. And we are just about set to go for another restart. We are lap 89 of 140. We've nearly cracked the 100 mark. 12 safety cars. So let's see if we can have a good run of green. And Scott Rankin, I'm sure, will be playing a few psychological games too with the rest of the field, trying to hold them up again and not knowing, giving them zero chance of knowing when he's going to put down that loud pedal and try and gain that gap again. So watch that safety car has gone off into the pit lane now. It's under Scott's control. But Fitzroy is certainly keeping up with him, and they're just about to start across the start-finish line. Scott Rankin leaves it till the last minute to take off, and he has pulled a 0.3 of a second gap and still remains in the lead. So Scott Rankin leads Fitzroy Beaumont. Adam Malone, that is your top 3. Aiden Schultz in 4th position and has taken 3rd. So Adam Malone being regulated to 4th, and there's a lot of shift of positions here now. Lap 91 of 140, we are green. We are with Aiden Schultz at the moment, running in 3rd position from Aussie Esports Racing. And he is 0.4 of a second behind Fitzroy Beaumont. This is the view from Aiden's car. It looks like they're not working very hard, but minimum input means maximum speed, so that's what they're trying to do. Keep up that maximum speed, trying to get those apexes correctly. Keep up that momentum and get into that draft and get up to that number 1 position. So we will have a look from Aiden's gearbox view. And he has got a lot of company in number 4, Adam Malone. Certainly see a few games with lines and things like that being played. Adam will be wanting to keep that top 3 position, that's for sure. And I'm sure Adam will be saying different, that he will want that top 3. So very close racing up the front at the moment. Aiden pulls out and says to Adam, no, don't say my draft, young man. You're going to have to work to pass me. So fantastic to see. So Scott Rankin is still leading this race. Scott Rankin, Beaumont, Schultz, Malone, Carr, Phelps, Jordan, Hobbs, Bullock, Davis. That is your top 10. Colby's got into 11th position now. He's just outside the top 10. He is drafting with Ash Davis, who is in 10th position at the moment, and this will certainly get very interesting. So he's looking to the high side. It looks like he does have the run. And he did have a lot more speed, a lot more momentum going around that corner. And Colby has got into the top 10 now and has relegated Davis to 11th. But I'm sure Ash Davis, he won't be giving up. As you can see, this huge field of cars going past that wall camera. But things are only just hotting up. Scott Rankin still leading. We do have a crash. We'll just go replay. Oh, we have a big one. Kobe Jordan puts it hard into the wall. And that car is very second-hand, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is another caution period. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the yellow full course yellows are out. That was a big hit. I think we might just have a look at that again. And as you can see, Kobe Jones just lost it, tried to correct it a little bit, and hard into the wall. Very, very second hand. He won't get that back to the pits, but we certainly will go back live now. Scott Rankin will be going into pits. So we will see a flurry of pit lane activity now. Look at all those cars coming in, utilising the yellow flags. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have over 10 cars in the pits at the moment, so a lot of activity in the pits. So Lindsay Hobbs will take the race lead at the moment behind the safety car. We are lap 100 from 140, so we have busted the 100 mark. And we're 1 hour and 33 minutes into this race. So lap 100 of 140 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Under caution again. Good old lucky 13 caution. And we have this man, Lindsay Hobbs, Excalibur Esports, currently leading. Up 19 positions. It does look like he has his teammate behind him. No, they are 9-5 Sim Sports. Very similar livery. Very easy to get mixed up. So apologies, Ash. 9-5 Sim Sports. And it does look like Ash and Lindsay are coming into the pits. So a bit more pit lane activity there. And it looks like this man, Scott Rankin, will take over the lead again. So certainly pit strategy is playing very well for this man. And he is currently number 1 on the timing board. So Scott Rankin, Fitzroy Beaumont, Aiden Schultz, that's your 1, 2, 3. So number 17, that's Fitzroy Beaumont. You can see Aiden Schultz behind him. And we're riding in on board the gearbox of the Indy Auto Sports car driven by Scott Rankin, the number 15. Fitzroy Beaumont, number 17. See that beautiful 52 car in the screenshot there. And we do have 4 cars ahead who are 1 lap down in the live timing. Excuse me, please. Number 15 is leading the race, and that is Scott Rankin. So Chris Tomlin ahead in the 212 car. Unfortunately, he is a few laps behind. But still in the race and still giving it a go. It's all about the fun. It's all about the hard racing. And there he goes past the safety car. So that picks up the leader, Scott Rankin, in that Indy Auto Sports car. We have Fitzroy Beaumont in second place and Aiden Schultz sitting in third in the Aussie Esports racing car. Fourth position is Bradley Carr. Adam Malone sitting in 5th place. The Southern Stars esports car, it looks like. Please correct me, Adam Malone, if it's not, but certainly does look like one. And we have Reuben Phelps sitting in 6th position at the moment. See that beautiful silver fern, and they are going green. Scott Rankin has hit the loud pedal. And we are green, lap 103. But the big mover is Bradley car on the inside, the number 16 car. And he is in 3rd position. He's gone past Aiden Schultz there for 3rd position, and we will jump on board with Aiden Schultz and get the close-up views of this hard and fast racing, and it looks like Aiden Schultz has regained 3rd position. And car is on the inside, he's holding that tight line. Aiden trying to go the long way round. And it does look like the net has settled down, and we will knock on wood for that, because we are getting fantastic pictures from the Aussie Esports Racing number 52 car. And you can see the car slipping and sliding. There is a car on the infield there, not impeding with race conditions, so we are still full green. Lap 106 of 140. And Beaumont is leading from Rankin, Carr, Schultz, Malone, Jackson, Phelps, Benozzi, Hobbs, Bullock. That's your top 10. But Rankin ahead, you can physically see the gap ahead. And what sort of company has Aiden got behind him? And Malone is 0.18 of a second. Certainly very fast racing, that's for sure. There's Aiden Schultz sitting in 4th position, followed closely by Adam Malone, although the gap has stretched that just that little bit. But the interesting racing is happening at the front, and Scott Rankin is under attack by Fitzroy Beaumont. And it is not much in it at all. We are 0.1 of a second. You can physically see the gap, and Beaumont is making a move on the inside. Rankin stays high. And they are side by side. Looks like Scott Rankin is getting good drive, sort of mid to high in the track, and keeping Beaumont at bay. So certainly keeping that that consistency and that terminal speed up. But it looks like Beaumont is trying everything in his book to catch Scott Rankin. And we will jump on the roll bar of Beaumont behind Scott Rankin, and we will see how this battle unfolds. Lap 111 of 140. Beaumont does make another move on the inside. You can see their lap times. They are all within a hair's breadth of each other. And it did look like Scotty Rankin did get good drive out of that corner and puts about a 0.35 to 38 of a second to gap. And this is where Beaumont does catch up. Gets in that draft, gets in there low. And this is where Rankin does get good drive, but it does look like Beaumont got a fantastic drive out of that corner and into the slipstream of Rankin. See if he can make this move stick. He's keeping it low again. And it looks like he has made the move stick. It might be a bit of strategy on Rankin's part. Getting in behind Beaumont, trying to save that bit of fuel. We do have another 27 laps to go, so we are starting to get to the sprint race scenario. Fitzroy Beaumont in the lead at the moment. Scotty Rankin, Bradley Carr, Aiden Schultz, Adam Malone, that's your top 5. Reuben Phelps, Alex Spinozzi, Paul Jackson, Lindsay Hobbs, Ash Davis, that is your top 10. This man's doing the business at the moment. Fitzroy, can he go back to back? Scotty Rankin will have a lot to say about that. Rankin goes high again, trying to get that drive. But it does look like Carr is slowly catching up, getting into that draft, and this could be a three-way in a matter of seconds. Great to see the laps ticking down now under full green. We are seeing hard and fast laps at the moment. Fitzroy Beaumont leading. Fantastic images coming from these cameras. And we're on board with Reuben Phelps. Lap 117 of 140. Beaumont, Rankin, Carr, Schultz, Malone. That's your top 5. We're on board with Reuben Phelps. He's in no man's land. Nobody's behind him. All the action's in front. He's the last of this group. This is the top 6. That is the top 5 in front. Certainly getting very interesting, getting to the pointy end of the race, and you do want to be in that front draft. So Phelps with that beautiful silver fern on the front of his vehicle there, on the front of his Indy car. We do have a crash. We will go to a replay. This is Barber. Oh, he's put it into the wall again. That was another hard hit by the Southern Stars Esports car. And that is in a dangerous position. And we will go under full caution. You can see the leaders all go through then. We will go back live and we are under full yellow again. So Fitzroy leading this race. Under caution. Barber, big slam into the wall. We'll have another look at that replay. Here's Barber now. It just didn't turn. And there's all the leaders coming through. Debris all over the track. Unfortunate for Barber, so I'd say he's in the pits. But Beaumont, Rankin, Carr, Schultz, Malone, that's your top 5. Global iRacing League, IndyCar Series, Round 2, Texas Motor Speedway. Fantastic pictures we are getting here from this beautiful Texas Motor Speedway oval circuit. Big field. Beaumont, Rankin, Carr, that's your top 3. Lap 121 of 140. So if you've got the fuel, you'll be going to the end now. You'd be want as little as fuel as possible, the freshest tyres. This will be a sprint race to the end, bar another yellow flag. So under caution, we'll go with our top 10 driver at the moment, which is Joshua Robertson, sitting in the top 10. He's up 4 spots from his starting position. Must say that's a nice looking car too. Top 10, so if he finishes there, he should be very happy. Just in front of him is this man, Lindsay Hobbs. Excalibur Esports. Number 12 vehicle. He's up 11 spots. So sitting in 9th position at the moment. And we do see more cars just ducking into that pit lane. So Campbell and Kearns, Kersey, Tomlin, Jordan, they've all entered pit lane. So that's going to shuffle up the order just that little bit. We're 122 of 140. So certainly a downhill slide on this race. Now it will be a race to the end. We're on board with Lindsay Hobbs, Excalibur Esports, sitting in 9th position at the moment under yellow flag. Lap 122 or 140. We do have Ash Davis, 9.5 Sim Sports. Running in 8th position at the moment. He's up 11 spots as well from his starting position. You can see lights are still on the safety car. So we will have a few more laps left. But number 955 Ash Davis is doing very well. Certainly got to be happy if he finishes in this position. So 9.5 Sim Sport should be very happy, currently running in 8th spot. Alex Spinozzi, the 925 car, sitting in 7th. Up 6 from starting, doing well. Nice livered car too. But that silver fern on the front of Phelps's car, and that certainly does stand out. And I will say a special hello to all our New Zealand viewers. Just like to say welcome. And kia kaha. And stay strong to everybody out there in New Zealand. Everybody's going through tough times at the moment, so we do feel for all our New Zealand counterparts, and yeah, we certainly do want everybody to stay strong. So kia kaha whanau Aotearoa, and we'll see how Mr. Phelps can fly that silver fern for you guys. Adam Malone running in 5th place at the moment, so he is in the top 5. Southern Stars, that number 4 car, the beautiful green livered vehicle, up 6 spots from his starting position. So doing well. You can see that that safety car has turned off its lights, so it will be ducking in very shortly. We are green, green, green. Looks like Fitzroy got a bit, balked himself a little bit there. It's allowed Scott Rankin to go high on the outside. It's looking very close in that top 3. And Carr has got the slipstream behind Beaumont and has overtaken Rankin, and Schultz has followed suit. So Schultz now in the top 3. Oh, little bit of a touch there. Nearly put Carr into the wall, but just a racing incident. The mirrors are so small on these cars, it's so hard to see where your rivals are. We have to go to a replay. Oh my God, Tomlin has put it sideways. Kersey, Campbell, Kearns, all crashed. Let's see that again from a different replay. He's put it sideways, collected Kersey, and Campbell, Cairns all come round, and they they've collected Tomlin again. So Tomlin collects Kersey. Campbell. And Kearns. So they've all had to jump into the pits, and that has triggered another safety car period. Lap 126 of 140. So another shuffle of positions. We have Scotty Rankin sitting in third position in the Indy Autosports car, and we are on board with him at the moment. Aiden Schultz sitting in second position. And we have Fitzroy Beaumont sitting in first. So we've got Beaumont, Schultz, Rankin, Carr, Malone, Phelps, Davis, Spinozzi, Jackson, Bullock, top 10. All drivers should be ready for the this last sprint race. We're at 127 of 140, so it's a 23-lap sprint, barring another yellow flag. I'm not going to put the mockers on anybody, but we've certainly seen a lot of action here tonight at the Texas Motor Speedway. On board with Scott Rankin. So this is Kobe Jordan from TGD. And he's just come out of pit lane and will be catching up to the train of vehicles. So the last car in the train is Peter Baxter. And you can see that train in front of you. Beautiful shots of the field ahead. It's got Lindsay Hobbs ahead in 13th position. Cam in 12th position, Robertson 11th, Bullock in 10th, Jackson 9th, Spinozzi 8th. And I do believe that Baxter is Crisscross Racing. So Baxter up 7 spots from his starting position, currently running in 14th. So the Crisscross Racing vehicle doing very well. Big field, sorry, 33 cars. So he's definitely over that halfway mark. But this man, Fitzroy Beaumont, leading proceedings at the moment at lap 128 of 140. We are under a caution. But certainly it's been an action-packed and exciting race. A lot of cars have put it into the wall, unfortunately. But especially around these oval circuits, you do get out of that groove. Get out of where all that beautiful rubber has been laid down on that tarmac. Does make it a bit slippery, and marbles are on, so it gets very skatey in the outsides of the track. As we've seen with a few of the recent replays where the cars have just gone straight ahead and they've ended up in the wall with severe damage. So not good to see, unfortunate for the drivers involved, but that's racing, and the pace car has got its lights out. So racing will resume shortly. Lap 129 of 140, Global iRacing League IndyCar Series here at Texas Motor Speedway. So please check out their Facebook and Discord channels, Global iRacing League. Check out Facebook and Discord. They've got Indy cars, they've got NASCARs, they've got V8 supercars. So whatever you feel like racing, they've got a league for you. So go have a look at all the info, see what you like, join the league, have fun, Great bunch of drivers. As you can see by the quality of this racing, it is hard and fast racing. We are in Fitzroy's control right now. Keeping it very late for the start, and Aiden Schultz has got an absolute cracker. He kept right on the rear bumper of Beaumont, so it has kept him in very good position. I think he knows that there is only 10 laps to go. This is a sprint to the finish. Beaumont, Schultz, Rankin, Carr, Malone, Phelps, Davis, Spinozzi, Jackson, Bullock. That is your top 10. Beaumont, Schultz and Rankin are fighting it out for the top step. And we have less than 10 laps to go. Rankin has gone high. He seems to get a good run going high, and he's gone past Aiden Schultz. So Schultz in that third spot, watching what unfolds in front of him. And this is the action. Got to give each other room. We've only got 8 laps to go. Aiden sitting in very good position at the moment. I'd say he'd be just watching what Beaumont and Rankin are doing and working out where he can get that good run on them and leave it for a lap or two to go and make the move. But certainly utilising every inch of this tarmac here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Beaumont and Rankin in front. Beaumont sitting in second, number 17 car. And we are looking out at the Aussie Esports Racing entry. That is Scott Rankin ahead. Has led a lot of laps in this race. A lot under caution too. But we have 6 laps to go. And you can see the field rushing through that fast section of the track. But this is where the battle's at. It is up the front. Rankin, Beaumont, Schultz, Malone, Davis. 5 laps to go. Lap 135 and 140. We are under green. We've just clicked over the 2-hour mark. So we have Scott Rankin, Beaumont and Schultz fighting it out for top spot. Malone, Davis, top 5. There is not a lot in it at all. You certainly have a look at those intervals. Everything is very tight. We've clicked over lap 137. Schultz is sitting in third position, followed by Beaumont and then Rankin. Schultz has made a move on Beaumont. And you can see the big group of cars there. So Ash Davies has come out of nowhere, used the slipstream to his advantage, and he's gone into second position. So they will jostle. We are lap 138. And Scotty Rankin has pulled a 0.7 of a gap lead, 139. You can see the gap to Ash Davies, and Ash has got Beaumont, Schultz, Malone and Phelps hot on his heels. This is definitely the battle to watch. Beaumont currently sitting in third position, following Ash Davies in second position. Schultz in fourth. You got Malone and Phelps fifth and sixth respectively. And we are on the last lap And that is victory for Scotty Rankin. Followed by Ash Davies, Beaumont, Schultz, Malone. That is your top 5. Well done to Scott Rankin. Well-deserved race. You could see through the race that he did have a very good pit strategy and was always up the front in those yellow caution safety car periods. So, no, a fantastic win to Scott Rankin. Ash Davies a good second place there, and Fitzroy Beaumont a third. So, very well done to Scott Rankin. So this is your standing. Scott Rankin pulls off the win, up 26 places from starting. Fantastic. Ash Davies up 17 positions to finish second, and only 0.9 of a second behind Scott Rankin. Beaumont was 0.12 behind Ash Davies, finished in third position. 0.31 behind was Aidan Schultz in fourth. Adam Malone, 0.07 in fifth position. Reuben Phelps in 6th, Cowan in 7th, Spinozzi 8th, Carr 9th, Jackson 10th, Hobbs 11th, Bullock 12th, Robertson 13th, Baxter 14th, Jordan 15th, Oliver 16th, Campbell 17th, Jay Schultz 18th, Kersey 19th, and Kersey 20th, and that does round out the top 20. What a round here. We will go and talk to the drivers in the green room. Let's just pop over and talk to them now. All right, we are in the green room at the moment, and we are with Scott Rankin, who takes out round 2 of this Global iRacing League Texas Motor Speedway round 2. Scott, well done, mate. Great win.
Yeah, mate. Really, really confident driving. I messed up qualifying, so there was a few bonus points left out there on the table. I was actually trying to burn off fuel in qualifying, and I took my eyes off my temperatures and I overheated the radiator and burned it off. So to come from the rear of the field to the front of the field, I hope that puts a big stamp down. That's what I wanted to do, was say, hey, ovals are my thing. I am going to win every oval race this season, so you guys better grab some points everywhere else where you can.
Well, Scott, I must say that during the stream, unfortunately, we did have a few glitches and things like that due to the internet service provider. But your pit stop strategy after you had that incident, I was telling the viewers that it did look spot on. You're always in the top 5 or 7 after that safety car and in a very good position.
Yeah, so I was actually sitting in with Pete Baxter there tonight, just sort of teaching him a fair few things about particularly the Indy cars. I've been running with some very high strength of field IndyCar leagues in the States. I've got the perfect opportunity due to my working circumstances to run a couple of days during the week. And ovals are sort of really excel. Come down to pit strategy tonight and knowing what your critical numbers were, knowing where you needed to be. That was what I was trying to do the whole race long. Was I'm thinking about my critical lap numbers and planning the strategy, so I'm always trying to get there. If I was towards the tail end of the field, I was only going to lose 2-3 spots and have the option to come back down and top up the fuel tank whilst I've got the faster pair in the bank. I'm happy to do that, but I also wanted to get towards the front end of the field and put some pressure on these guys, and mission accomplished. To run of that last run there, to run about 8 laps on maximum fuel save and still come out on top. That's I'm blown away. Really happy with how that went tonight.
Now, look, absolutely fantastic results, Scott. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
First and foremost, I actually do want to say a big shout out to you, Mark. It's a pleasure to have you along here in broadcasting the IndyCar series. I've had the pleasure of being able to run under your team banner in a couple of events now, and it's been a pleasure to have you around and all that support that comes with it. We really appreciate the broadcasting and you getting in here and learning the oval side of things. I want to say a big shout out to all the guys that were still out there on the track, particularly towards the end. oval racing's not easy. It is very, very close, and you have to be very conscious of your exact car dimensions and exactly how the car's going to react in any given situation. I think there was a few guys out there tonight that I think just overestimated the room that they had, or underestimated how much they're going to push up the track, but that's a learning progress, so big shout out to all those guys. Most importantly, though, to the Indy Autosports team, who are a big part of what I do. We picked up a Daytona 24-hour win yesterday with a very bent car. Had to drive 90 minutes with a car that was crab walking. Is one of the experiences I'll treasure for the rest of my life, to come away with that win. Big shout out to the guy that does my paints, which is Mike Browning. He's big mental coach for me. He's been really keeping me solid, as well as the team sponsors SimCoin and SimThunder. If you're looking for a Bitcoin that is related to simulator racing, SimCoin's you go to, and you can actually go ahead and purchase some setups and some guides and track guides and those sorts of things from SimThunder, as well as a big shout out to Sports Apparel, and then a big shout out to my personal sponsors as well, 24/7 Race Control. They've been amazing. They've supported me to give me a really good opportunity to earn some income from iRacing, which has been phenomenal. Flat Out Racing Network as well, same thing, allowing me to earn income from iRacing. And then personal sponsors, Simrigs. The new Simrigs Alpha I've got on board has been phenomenal. Going from strength to strength with this thing. So thank you so much to everyone who supports me.
Well, thank you, Scott, and a fantastic win. And now we go to Ashley Davis. And what can I say, Ashley? Up 17 positions from your starting. Fantastic to pull the second place step in this global iRacing league at Texas Motorsports Speedway. So how did your race go, mate?
Thanks, Mark. It took me about till 120 to work out how to drive it, even though you only got to turn left. Finally worked out where the fast line was, and I think after that last pit stop came out maybe in 16th or so, with a fair line of cars in front of me, and then had pace for the last 20 laps. And it was awesome to have that late race pace just to try and pick the lines and carve up as many people as you could. Really, really fun.
I must say, Ashley, we did capture you on the stream towards the end there, and it looked like you were shot out of a slingshot or a catapult or something, because you just had like 15, 20 Ks on top of everybody. You came out of nowhere.
Yeah, found the pace, found where the, I don't know, like I've never really done any oval racing before, and it's only my second race in Indy cars, so that's it's all new, but I don't know, I just kind of learned pretty, I don't know, 80 or 100 laps in where the grip was, and what line to run, where to chase the toes, where to be patient, and where to have a crack. And I was watching Aiden and Scott, like those guys, they were just super aggressive in those early restarts, and I was too nervous. And then towards the end, when I finally got a shot, I just brought some aggression, and it paid off for me. Just the gates opened and went for it. Good, it was like 10 spots in the last 10 laps or something, so it's cool.
No, well done, Ashley, and a well-deserved second place. Is there anybody you would like to thank?
Just want to thank the list here. Racecraft Simulations, SRT Australia, RSW Graphics. Ross did a killer job pulling this livery together for tonight. Looks awesome. Racing Ears Custom Ear Protection, 3D Printing, Cutting Edge Tracks, and Bowler Media. Thanks to Scott and Aiden as well. Good league. I'm really enjoying being a part of it. It's cool racing in a sort of an open wheel sort of league with this kind of numbers. It's good, and it's broadcasted. It's even better.
Yeah, fantastic result, Ashley. And now we move on to Fitzroy Beaumont, and he's pulled the third spot tonight, and a hard race for you, Fitzroy. And I must say, you did have your ups and downs, mate.
Yeah, for sure. It's weird going into that race. I would have been, over the moon with the top 5, but then, finishing third after being so close, it's sort of a bit like a, what if sort of scenario. But happy with the podium, of course. 2 podiums out of 2 races, can't complain with that. And I'm sure championship looks pretty good in my down my end. But it was a great race. Scott, Ash, Aiden, they were all really, really fast. A few other guys up there as well. I just can't remember their names, but it was a really tough race. A long one as well. Jeez. yeah, not much to say. Great race, and we'll move on to the next one, I guess.
Yeah, look, I suppose, Fitzroy, the amount of safety cars we did have during that race would have helped you out immensely.
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I felt all right after practice. I'm not a massive oval racer. My rating's only like 1400 or something like that. But yeah, after practice, I was feeling, decently confident. Not like going for the win or even podium confident, but just, decently confident that, maybe if something happens, I'll be there to capitalize like last week. But yeah, I had to fuel save as well, like Scott at the end. Under safety car, I had my clutch in, and I don't even know if that works in iRacing, but I was giving it all I could. Yeah, but yeah, great race, good result, can't complain.
Well, you certainly got to try everything to save those few millilitres of fuel. Fitzroy, well done on your third place position. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to give a big thanks to my crew chief, Corey. He wasn't able to be here tonight, but yeah, because he's got COVID, unfortunately. So he's in bed resting, but yeah, massive thanks to him. He helped me out so much last week, and, he'll be back next week, fingers crossed. I'd also like to thank the Azure Autosport guys. They've helped me out a lot, and their support is amazing. And yeah, again, being one car out there is a bit hard sometimes, but we do what we can.
Look, fantastic result, and I'd just like to say to the viewers, a big congratulations to Scott Rankin, Ashley Davis and Fitzroy Beaumont, first, second and third. Race to International Speedway, Texas Motor Speedway, and we will be at Long Beach next Monday night, and we really look forward to seeing everybody there. So this is the Global iRacing League. See you next Monday, Long Beach Street Circuit for the IndyCar Series. I'd just like to thank iRacing for making this possible, STK Gaming for all the live timing and everything like that, and certainly to Aidan Schultz and the Global iRacing League for putting up such a fantastic league, 33 cars, fantastic bunch of guys. Please check out their Facebook and Discord channels and join the fun. All right, thank you very much, and see you next week.